Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight, we're continuing Chapter 5 from Mockingjay by Susan Collins. The covert glances and quiet murmurs I usually evoke are nothing compared to the reaction brought on by the sight of my bizarre-looking prep team. The gaping mouths, the finger pointing, the exclamations. Just ignore them, I tell my prep team. Eyes downcast, with mechanical movements, they follow me through the line, accepting bowls of grayish fish and okra stew and cups of water. We take seats at my table, beside a group from the seam. They show a little more strength than the people from 13 do, although it may just be from embarrassment. Levy, who was my neighbor back in 12, gives a cautious hello to the preps, and Gail's mother, Hazel, who must know about their imprisonment, holds up a spoonful of the stew. "Don't worry," she says. "Tastes better than it looks." But it's Posey, Gail's 5-year-old sister, who helps the most. She scoots along the bench to Octavia and touches her skin with a tentative finger. "You're green. Are you sick?" "It's a fashion thing, Posey. Like wearing lipstick," I say. "It's meant to be pretty," whispers Octavia, and I can see the tears threatening to spill over her lashes. Posey considers this and says, matter-of-factly, "I think it'd be pretty in any color." The tiniest of smiles forms on Octavia's lips. "Thank you. If you really want to impress Posey, you'll have to dye yourself bright pink," says Gale, thumping his tray down beside me. "That's her favorite color." Posey giggles and slides back down to her mother. Gale nods at Flavius's bowl. "I wouldn't let that get cold. It doesn't improve the consistency." Everyone gets down to eating. The stew doesn't taste bad, but there's a certain sliminess that's hard to get around. Like you have to swallow every bite 3 times before it really goes down. Gale, who's not usually much of a talker during meals, makes an effort to keep the conversation going, asking about the makeover. I know it's his attempt at smoothing things over. We argued last night after he suggested I'd left Coin no choice but to counter my demand for the victor's safety with one of her own. Katniss, she's running this district. She can't do it if it seems like she's caving into your will. You mean she can't stand any dissent, even if it's fair, I countered. I mean, you put her in a bad position, making her give PETA and the others immunity when we don't even know what sort of damage they might cause, Gale had said. So I should have just gone with the program and let the other tributes take their chances? Not that it matters, because that's what we're all doing anyway. That was when I'd slammed the door in his face. I had sat with him at breakfast, and when Plutarch had sent him down to train this morning, I'd let him go without a word. I know he only spoke out of concern for me, but I really need him to be on my side. Not coins. How can he not know that? After lunch, Gail and I are scheduled to go down to Special Defense to meet BT. As we ride the elevator, Gail finally says, "You're still angry. And you're still not sorry," I reply. I still stand by what I said. "Do you want me to lie about it?" he asks. "No, I want you to rethink it and come up with the right opinion," I tell him. But this just makes him laugh. I have to let go. There's no point in trying to dictate what Gail thinks. Which, if I'm honest, is one reason I trust him. The special defense level is situated almost as far down as the dungeons where we found the prep team. It's a beehive of rooms full of computers, labs, research equipment, and testing ranges. When we ask for BT, we're directed through the maze until we reach an enormous plate glass window. Inside is the first beautiful thing I've seen in the District 13 compound. A replication of a meadow filled with real trees and flowering plants and alive with hummingbirds. BT sits motionless in a wheelchair at the center of the meadow, watching a spring green bird hover in midair as it sips nectar from a large orange blossom. His eyes follow the bird as it darts away and he catches sight of us. He gives a friendly wave for us to join him inside. There's cool and breathable, not humid and muggy, as I'd expected. From all sides comes the whir of tiny wings, which I used to confuse with the sound of insects in our woods at home. I have to wonder what sort of fluke allowed such a pleasing place to be built here. BT still has the pallor of someone in convulsions, but behind those elfin glasses, his eyes are alight with excitement. Aren't they magnificent? 13 has been studying their aerodynamics here for years. Forward and backward flight, and speeds up to 60 miles per hour. If only I could build you wings like these, Katniss. That I could manage them, BT. I laugh. Here 1 second, gone the next. Can you bring a hummingbird down with an arrow? He asks. I've never tried. Not much meat on them, I answer. No, and you're not one to kill for sport, he says. I bet they'd be hard to shoot, though. You could snare them, maybe, Gale says. His face takes on that distant look it wears when he's working something out. Take a net with a very fine mesh, enclose an area and leave a mouth of a couple square feet. Bake the inside with nectar flowers. While they're feeding, snap the mouth shut. They'd fly away from the noise, but only encounter the far side of the net. Would that work? Asks BT. I don't know. Just an idea, says Gale. They might outsmart it. They might. But you're playing on their natural instincts to flee danger, thinking like your prey. That's where you find their vulnerabilities, says BT. I remember something I don't like to think about. In preparation for the Quell, I saw a tape where BT, who is still a boy, connected two wires that electrocuted a pack of kids who were hunting him. The convulsing bodies, the grotesque expressions, BT, and in the moments that led up to his victory in those long ago Hunger Games, watched the others die. Not his fault. Only self-defense. We were all acting only in self-defense. And that's it for tonight. So hope that was really cheery for you. So da-da-da-da-da. But as always, I'm not going to talk about the chapter until I finish it. Because as you notice on this show, I cover bits and pieces of the chapter and don't complete in one night because really that would be impossible for me. If you notice me going through any random bits of pain, there's like an ingrown fingernail or something there. I don't know exactly what. I haven't gone to the doctors to look at it, and I've been dealing with it on my own. Except I went to the foot doctor today, and one of the nurses that saw me beforehand commented on it. So it's an ingrown something or another. So. I put Voltaren gel on my finger much earlier to numb the pain down because it was this is really good. And the thing is, besides doing this show, I do a fuckload of blog work and writing commissions, and holy fuck, I'm having to I try to get work done, and every time I go towards the key, it's fuck. So yeah, so if you notice any pains anywhere in this episode, that was why. And I just touched the cup earlier, so that's why I brought that up. So, more you know. And if you have liked my dramatic reading and have wanted to buy the book Mockingjay for, your own, you could be doing this because this dramatic reading is an adaptation, and so I make certain choices, and so it's my interpretation. And then of course there are the fuck ups that happen now and again that I try to catch in the bloopers, but sometimes I've gone through enough bloopers I'm trying to get done by a certain time, and yeah, fun times, fun times. And so you want to read it without my interpretation. You might also want to go, I don't want to wait till the next episode to get more. So, ta-da. Or, you, for any other variety of reasons, be going, I want this book for myself. And if you would like to get Mockingjay and help support me at the same time, my nice little blog, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, there's a link in the description so you can buy the book yourself. And if you're watching this on my blog, whenever I finally get it up, at the bottom of the post there is an ad for it, so click that and ta-da! So yeah, it's a really good book. There's a reason I started doing this dramatic reading and advertising, because it is fucking awesome. Now for one of my favorite parts of this series. Hang on. I have like this little box in front of it for, you know, whatever reason. And so it's like whenever I get the sake, it's like I'm opening the secret compartment. Ooh. And so this is the point of the episode where I take a shot and you can join in. I, as always, take a shot of sake. Ooh. It's not like high-end, this is like stuff that's really in every sushi place there, so. And if you want to join in and you're of legal drinking age, you know, get your favorite alcohol, or if you're drinking something already, just take a shot of that. And if you don't drink for whatever reason, take a shot of milk, and yeah, there's milk there. Daytime it's coffee, nighttime it's milk. Or take a shot of water or orange juice or whatever. Or even coffee. So, let's see what I finally saw Captain America Civil War, so cheers to it being awesome. And yeah, I still don't have my shot glass, so this is probably not, you know, actually a shot. It might be more, it might be less. I don't know. I had sake, so I don't care. And if you have liked this video and other videos on this channel and want to see more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jash Reads. So, woot! And until next video, goodbye.